Hi everyone, I'm Nicole, and this is our cat Richard. I am the only and unloved daughter, and Richard is my parents' one and only beloved cat. He is a social media star. I don't mind our cat's popularity and the fact that my parents devote most of their time to him, but my mom and dad really go overboard. Cleaning up after the cat is my job. Scrub the floors and cook the food, my job. Treating the cat when he's sick is my responsibility too. But if he ripped up my favorite bedspread and confused my slippers with a kitty litter box, then the cat gets all the sympathy because he is stressed and it is all my fault. My parents have no interest in my life at all, but they do ask the cat on a daily basis, "How are you doing?" What do you think he says? Nothing. It's a cat. But my parents don't understand that. The cat sits at the table with us. He goes shopping with my parents, to cafes, and even to the movies. And what do I do at this time? I clean the house, do the laundry, look after the lawn. And I feel like a Cinderella in desperate need of a prince. So one day, after finishing household chores, I decided to go on a date with a classmate. His name is Paul. He is an athlete and is incredibly handsome. Paul took me to their team's game, and then we went to a bar. What do you think was the first thing he asked me? Like my video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be sure to tell you. Do you think he asked me what kind of pizza I liked? No, he asked about my parents' cat. If it is true that Richard is my parents' cat. Also, if he, Paul, could take a picture with it. Paul happened to subscribe to Richard's Instagram. It was a complete disaster, and I could have just ended our bad date and ran away, but I was so mad at the cat and my parents and Paul that I waited until the drinks we ordered were on the table and just poured the soda over the guy's head. That's it. Now I can epically run away and promise myself not to go out with Richard's fans ever again. Why do I dislike our cat so much? He's cute and smart and everything. He also knows exactly how to wag his tail in front of the camera, or rather, he's helped by my sneaky parents. The cat takes my place. And I don't mean a bunch of fans and social media stars' earnings, I mean my place in the hearts of my parents. Because my mom and dad love the cat more than they love me. They can spend hours stroking His Majesty's tummy, but they might even forget to say hello to me. And one more thing. They buy the coolest things for the cat. Now look at my clothes. See the difference? I've been wearing the same backpack for 4 years, while Richard has been tearing apart super expensive toys every day. One day, I went up to my mom and asked for money for new clothes, but my mom turned me down. Richard needs a new toy and a haircut, she said. So we don't have any money left to spend on you. I opened the door with tears in my eyes and was about to leave the room, but suddenly, my mom called out to me, "Nicole!" I was glad that she changed her mind, but Mom said, "Don't forget to give Richard some vitamins for his shiny coat." And she continued stroking the cat. She didn't even notice that I was crying. I went downstairs, realized that we were out of vitamins, and went to the store to get a new pack. I ran into Dick at the store. He looked at me wearily. No surprise there. Dick's parents are the owners of Tiffany the dog, who managed to claim some of Richard's fame. He and my cat have the same number of followers, so my parents don't like Dick and his family and spread silly rumors. For example, that Tiffany has a stand-in who follows commands instead of her and appears in challenging videos. Just ridiculous. I bought my vitamins and walked out of the store. Suddenly, I heard my name. I looked around and saw Dick standing outside the store. He was walking towards me with such confidence that I thought he was going to make a scene. But Dick surprised me. "Let's talk business." We sat down on a bench in the park, and Dick began to talk. "You and I have similar problems." I frowned because I didn't know what he was talking about. I noticed he was wearing really old clothes though. "Do your parents spend all their money on their beloved pet too?" I asked. Dick lowered his head and nodded. We sighed and went silent. I spoke first. "So what do you want to suggest, Dick?" The guy smiled. "Let's have the meeting of the century. Aren't you supposed to be taking Richard for a haircut soon? I've spotted you at the groomers a couple of times on the same day." I nodded. "Do you want to see wisps of fur flying around?" "Very much so," Dick exclaimed. Satisfied, we gave each other high fives. I wondered, what's next? "Next, we will show everyone how our stars' videos are actually made," declared Dick. I think their fans won't be very happy with the fact that our celebrities aren't that bright. I was surprised. Do your parents tie strings to Tiffany's legs to make her do super tricks? Of course, Dick winked at me. I'm sure your parents do the same. And we laughed. Indeed, my parents did all sorts of tricks to make their cat dance or clap or close its eyes. Richard's fans think he is an incredibly talented cat. In fact, it's just a hoax. And if fans find out how their kitty actually makes toast for breakfast, they'd just turn their backs on him. It would be a disaster, and I was thrilled about it. I'm in. We agreed with Dick that we would meet outside the salon tomorrow and get started on the path to end the fame of our parents' pets. It was the best day of my life. Clever Tiffany immediately rushed to Richard's side, and Dick accidentally dropped his dog's leash. They caused quite a stir, and my partner in crime and I didn't even have to film anything in order to post it on the internet. Casual onlookers did that. Our pets delighted us with screams and a mangled look without the usual celebrity sheen. The comments were especially great. We did it! Subscribers were divided into two camps, some cheering on their darlings, and some were surprised that Richard and Tiffany were just a regular cat and dog. Dick and I called each other in the morning and shared our thoughts. The first plan has worked, which means we can move on to exposing our stars. That's what we call the second part of our plan. We're going to show outsiders the process of shooting staged videos and wait for them to pull out their phones, take pictures, and post the dirt about our parents' pets online. Pretty awesome plan, huh? Dick and I split up this time, but we agreed to meet up afterwards and talk about our experiences. I headed home and ran straight to Richard. I needed to find out when my parents were planning to shoot the video. Richard was sitting on his cushion, and my frustrated mother was brushing his fur. "Why do I have to do your job?" She was angry and painfully pulled poor Richard's tail. The cat meowed fearfully, scratched my mother's hand, and hid behind me. "There!" my mother exclaimed. "What good are you if you can't keep an eye on the cat?" "But mother, why should I care for Richard at all? I don't like him, I don't like animals, and I have my own things to do, like go to school." "You don't seem to be making us any profit," said mother. I was surprised. "I'm still in school. I'll get a profession and will earn money." "But our neighbor's daughter has been earning for a long time, even though you are the same age," said mom. And then I realized, our neighbor Cece also shoots videos, and she has thousands of followers. I get it. You wanted to make a social media star out of me, and then you switched to Richard. Of course, but no one wanted to watch your videos. Mom frowned. "So, now your role in this house is to clean, cook, and watch Richard. You weren't any good, but Richard is a real star." And when my mother said that, she left the room and went to look for the cat. I just wanted to disappear. My parents don't love or appreciate me just because I can't record funny videos or can't work the camera like Richard. They are wrong. After all, you have to love children just because they are your children. I saw through the window that my mom found Richard and was dragging him to the lawn. That meant it was time for the shoot. I remembered that we hadn't cleaned the pool in a while, so I urgently called in our pool guy to take care of the problem. Then, I checked to see if Richard was wearing his super cat outfit. This costume turned my parents into real puppeteers. It made Richard do tricks that cats never dreamt of. I grabbed the lawnmower and casually walked past the set, all ready to go. I felt like a real spy on a mission. Yay! Our pool cleaner was already walking on the other side of the lawn. Wonderful guy. He just loves her cat, which means he will definitely stop by to say hello and give him a treat. I hid in the bushes to watch this epic moment, and the pool cleaner didn't let me down. He saw my mom pulling the cat's paws and immediately pulled out his phone to film the moment. My parents never saw that they were being filmed. That's how the video of the cat and the puppeteers came about. At first, it was a shock, but then Richard's followers just laughed at the video as if it were a joke, and a snippet of the video became a meme that took over the entire internet. I was lying in my room thinking about a failed plan. Dick didn't answer because his plan had also failed. I was sad. That's when I heard the door creak, and I saw Richard sneaking in. I was surprised and yelled for the nasty cat to get out of my room, but he jumped on the bed, snuggled up next to me, and purred loudly. I sighed and hugged my sworn enemy. His warmth and purr quickly put me to sleep. In the morning, my mother woke me up. I thought she came to get Richard, and went to ask when breakfast would be ready, but my mom sat on the bed and didn't say a word. Dear, we were talking to the pool cleaner, and he said you were the one who called him. Were you trying to hurt Daddy and me? I sat down and prepared for a scandal, but Mom sighed and lowered her head and said the strangest thing. It's our fault. Yesterday I thought Richard would lose all his followers and would become a regular cat. What will be left for me and Dad? Mom looked at me and stroked my head. You're the only one we'll have left. We were wrong. Please forgive us, darling. I talked to Dad. We decided to hire a housekeeper and free you up. Well, you should go shopping too. I was in shock. I didn't recognize my mother. But then she stood up and looked at me sternly. But you are still responsible for taking care of Richard since you misbehaved too. By the way, the cat is stressed, so he mixed up your slippers with a cat litter box again. When I saw that, I giggled. My mom and I laughed, and I hugged her happily and tightly. I realized that our cat Richard is also my family. Of course, he and I still have a tense relationship, but now the fact that my cat is a star makes me happy too. And I should have talked to my mom a long time ago and told her straight out about everything I'm not happy about. Guys, what do you think? Should people love their kids because of something they do, or just because they exist? Because they exist.